walking through the desert for days, trying to find a watering hole. Horse died about 3 days back, now it's probably nothing but bone. Old boss in my saddlebag, starting to weigh me down. Find out there's a price on my head, and the shovel going into the ground. Bullets flying all around my head, waiting for me to fall. Rather die in the desert alone than to hang from the gallows pole. I'll be running all my life, Sheriff, you won't rest till I'm in hell. For tonight I sleep a rich man, tomorrow I pay that devil's bail. The devil's bail. He's out of town, I'll see you ahead. All my eyes playing tricks on me. If I stop, I'm as good as dead, and so much for being free. I could move a lot quicker if I made this treasure town. Stash of gold, traveling light, head for the border town. Press water around a fast horse, then I tumble back around. Just another grain of sand, nowhere to be found. I'll be running all my life, Sheriff, he won't rest till I'm in hell. For tonight I sleep a rich man, tomorrow I pay that devil's bail. The devil's bail. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My life, Sheriff, he won't rest in line. For tonight I sleep a rich man, tomorrow I pay that devil's bail. The devil's bail. Been walking through the desert for days, trying to find a watering hole. Horse died about 3 days back, now it's probably nothing but bones. And now it's probably nothing but bones. And now it's probably nothing but bones. It's probably nothing but bones. Now it's probably nothing but bones. Probably nothing but 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is called Walk Away. Sitting in the Dulcetterra, waiting for the phone to ring. You said you called me yesterday, looking through old photographs, all the ones of you and me. What went wrong? We looked so happy. You said you found someone who can't be there, and that was strangers, you and me. But you said you'd still love me, and I know you'll always care, but I just can't let that be. Now won't you show me your sweet love? Would you walk down that aisle with me? Just say yes, girl, and I swear this love will never die. But you said no, and then you walked away and you said goodbye. You just walked away and you said goodbye. Remember times when I told you all my dreams, and then you helped me plan them out. All those nights we would talk until the dawn, to watch the sun come up and wake up all downtown. Those are days long gone now, and this love just a tired memory. It still hurts sometimes when I sit and wonder why we didn't try. We just walked away and we said goodbye. We just walked away and we said goodbye. Yes we did, yes we did. Time's gone by and I have fell in love again. But girl, you changed my life, made me a better man. Taught me how to love, yeah, you taught me how to feel, just by the way you held my hand. And I'll go on without your love, that's the way things turn out to be. But I still think about you now, and I will always wonder why we didn't try. We just walked away and we said goodbye. We just walked away and we said goodbye. Yeah, we just walked away and we said goodbye. Well, we just walked away and we said goodbye. Well, we just walked away and we said goodbye. Oh my, we just walked away and we said goodbye. Well, we just walked away and we said goodbye. Well, we just walked away and we said goodbye. We just walked away and we said goodbye. Yeah.
Hey, we're New Ellum, and this is Little Things.
Sing a song for tomorrow, sing a song for today. Think about all the reasons in a different kind of way. Troubled worlds, they fill my mind, misty clouds filled with haze. Open doors to another life, no reflection is the same.
All the little things that seem to be your worry should be grains of salt in the seas of right and wrong. Take it through your heart now, through your soul now. Anyway the wild wind blows now, strange people stop and turn and flash their smile.
station is feeling best of 14 days. Send a letter to an angel, say it's sent from a friend. It's really hard to find one these days. We're building castles in the sand.
All the little things that seem to be your worries should be grains of salt in the seas of right and wrong. Take it through your heart now, through your soul now. Anyway, the wild blows now. Strange people, stop and turn and flash their smile. Won't you please flash your smile? Won't you please flash your smile?
It's a daydream, half awake and half asleep. The nights without you, I'd never see you again.
All the little things that seem to be your words should be grains of salt in the seas of right and wrong. Take it through your heart now, through your soul now. Anyway, the wild wind blows now. Strange people, stop and turn, flash their smile. Won't you please flash your smile? Won't you please flash your smile? Won't you please
flash your smile?
Oh, this one is called Houston Radio. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been down this road before. Think stopped at every country store. That's for sure. When the water's high and changes creek, it'll flood the road over Richland Reservoir. Can't hold no more. From Fairfield down to Buffalo, construction always keeps me moving slow. Once I go through Centerville, I can always pick up Houston Radio. Houston Radio. Done this trip so many times, I can probably close my eyes and drive it blind. Still make time. It's straight shot down on 45. Got my pedal to the floor and I'm feeling fine. Feeling fine. Navarro Hills to the Waverly, it's a sight to see those Texas wildflowers grow. I got my window down and only sound is the howling wind and the Houston Radio. Houston Radio. Yeah. Think stop at Cooper Farms for some tasty peach ice cream. Hop the fence and drop a line at the Overton Fishery.
Oh no, no, that's private property.
Nothing good ever happens when you step on another man's private property. I've been driving home in the dead of night, Houston's always a welcome sight. All his life. Well, I passed it old penitentiary. It's the one place on this road I hope I never do see. No, cause I'm free. I always stop around Madison to tap my tanks and fill my cup with Joe. And then it's all through Centerville where I finally lose that Houston radio. Houston radio. Yeah, yeah. Houston radio. Yeah. Houston radio. Houston won't let you. Oh, Innis, Texas, Ferris, Texas. Down a ferry road, cross that mighty Trinity, and I'm home. Almost home. Yeah, almost home. Almost home. Houston radio. We're New Ellum, and this one is Milliquin River. So let's go up to the Milliquin River. Me and Pop and Brother Joe. Fishing spoons and old Memphis minnow. A largemouth bass on the end of my pole. Now the Milliquin ain't no mighty river. In fact, it's only about 10 miles long. But it's filled around with bass and brown. Even has its own salmon run. And I can still see that stream below, and the bridge that crossed its seventh flow. I cast my line and remember him. He's on the banks of the Milliquin. And it's summertime in Michigan. So take me up to the Milliquin River. Me and Pop and Brother Joe. There's a black bear skipping across the road. There's a northern pike on the end of my pole. Bobby died a couple years ago on a winter night while it iced and snowed. And I didn't get to say goodbye to him, but I know someday we'll meet again on the banks of the Milliquin River. Memories like a water flow. There's a black bear skipping across the road. There's a northern pike on the end of my pole. So take me up to the Milliquin River. Me and Pop and Brother Joe. Fishing spoons and old Memphis minnows. And a largemouth bass on the end of my pole. There's a largemouth bass on the end of my pole. There's a largemouth bass on the end of my pole. You and me, we got a good thing. Make it dance, you make me sing. Need to buy you a wedding ring. Pack your bags, let's take a ride. You would sleep while your man gon' drive. High on the fire, up through the grapevine. 1,000 miles as the crow flies to a place we first said hello. Well, the road's got a winding curve, switchbacks all the way to Big Sur. Chevrolet, we're out the Land Cruiser. Found a preacher living in the hills, on the beaches where you said I will. You gave that young man such a thrill. No wine was ever spilled, no secrets ever kept, no stories untold. But we still got room to grow. I hope we got time to build, 'cause we still got love to share. Love to share. LA got an ocean breeze, sunsets like I've never seen, but couldn't find any place to breathe. Move home and plant a seed, mow the lawn and cut the weeds, and try to join our family tree. You earned your art degree, I fixed up this old home with brick and stone. But we still got room to grow. I hope we got time to build something together, 'cause we still got love to share. Love to share. Still we got love to share. Still we got love to share. But we still got room to grow. I hope we got time to build something together, 'cause we still got love to share. Love to share. But we still got room to grow. Yeah, I hope we got time to build something together, 'cause we still got love to share. 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 You and me, we got a good thing. Make it dance, you make me sing. I need to buy you a wedding ring. Been walking through the desert for days, trying to find a watering hole. My horse died about 3 days back, now it's probably nothing but bone. Gold bars in my saddlebag, starting to weigh me down. By now there's a price on my head, and a shovel going into the ground. Bullets flying all around my head, waiting for me to fall. Rather die in the desert alone than to hang from the gallows pole. I'll be running all my life, the sheriff, he won't rest till I'm in hell. For tonight I sleep a rich man, tomorrow I'll pay that devil's bail. The devil's bail. Is that town I see ahead, all my eyes playing tricks on me? If I stop, I'm as good as dead, and so much for being free. I can move a lot quicker if I lay this treasure down. Stash of gold, travel light, head for the border town. Fresh water and a fast horse, then I double back around. Just another grain of sand, nowhere to be found. I'll be running all my life, the sheriff, he won't rest till I'm in hell. For tonight I sleep a rich man, tomorrow I'll pay that devil's bail. The devil's bail. I'll be running all my life, the sheriff, he won't rest till I'm in hell. For tonight I sleep a rich man, tomorrow I'll pay that devil's bail. The devil's bail. Been walking through the desert for days, trying to find a watering hole. My horse died about 3 days back, now it's probably nothing but bone. 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 Probably nothing but bones. Probably nothing but bones.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sam Golgoon, founder, president, and CEO for World Music Development. I'm here now with my friend Jilly Moon with Songsalive. Hi, Jilly. How are you?
I'm really good, Sam. It's great to be here.
It's great to see you. It's been a long time since you and I have worked together, and I'm so excited to be working with you again. You know, it took a pandemic for us to get back together and work together again.
It
I
sure
wish
did.
that was it. Yeah. So, Jilly, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about yourself and a little bit about the background of Songsalive?
Sure. Well, I'm an Australian artist, singer-songwriter, recording artist. But I live in LA. I've been here for like 20 years now. It's kind of crazy. And I have, you know, a string of albums out. I run my own record company called Warrior Girl Music. and I'm also a coach for artists. I run an academy called the Creative Warrior Academy. But what makes me feel really good is when I'm able to help other songwriters through the nonprofit organization Songsalive, which I'm the co-founder and president of, songsalive.org. It's a philanthropic mission, a life mission of supporting and promoting, educating and advancing songwriters and composers worldwide. We have members from all around the world, and we offer a lot of programs, and one of them is a song camp, and we're so happy to team up with Dulcetterra to do this today.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited to have you guys doing the camp today. And Jilly, as far as Songsalive, I believe it's known as the largest online songwriting community. Is that correct?
Yes, largest nonprofit. So we're an international nonprofit. We're all volunteers. We're songwriters for songwriters, and so we have had our labyrinth of connections and groups and chapters and squads and workshops and showcases around the world for well over 20 years now. We started off in Australia and then brought it to LA, and then we had chapters all across the country in the US. We actually had a chapter in Denver for a long time, and we've had them in Europe. And it's funny because the pandemic has really made me realize how important Songsalive is, and our original intention and essence, which was that we have these songwriter groups you see in different cities and different parts of the world, but ours is intentionally international and global and providing a global platform. And that's what's cool. When we're in a pandemic, we're now all virtual, and so we're doing Zooms and different online workshops to bring songwriters together and write together, and it's what brings people together in these, unprecedented times.
Yeah, what you just mentioned answers part of my next question, regarding the pandemic. So many of us, everybody's been affected by it. Nonprofit organizations, especially the music industry, has tremendously been affected by it.
Yeah.
But the work that you do, you've been doing a lot of stuff online for many years too. It hasn't been just on location, but you've done a lot of things online before. So, I know this game is nothing new to you, but tell me a little more about maybe some of the new stuff that you guys are doing because of the pandemic.
Well, so, to answer your first part, you're absolutely right. Even as an artist and a songwriter, I was using the internet before, it was kind of a thing to promote yourself. I was very much part of the indie movement of the early 2000s. And so to me, it was always about connecting with other songwriters and artists and the music business through the internet, through the web, through connections, social communities. I've always been about bringing communities together, and especially artists together, to make a difference and be able to help ourselves in this business. And so with Songsalive, what we're doing now is our normal kind of song critique workshops, which we would have in different chapters, because we're not going into the local spaces right now. We're all converging online every month. And, we have our songwriter members from all around the world, from Italy and Spain and Russia and the middle of America and over here in LA and New York and down under. It's kind of cool to see people engage online, and they get to share their songs, gain valuable feedback and critique from music industry representatives who come and speak for us. And then, we do online showcases to support, very similar to how Dulcetterra is really framing the online festival spirit of being able to perform online and converge online. And it's just fantastic that we can do this in these, very strange times. And hopefully we'll continue to do them when we even all go back to the normal venue space.
I think a lot of these things are here to stay. You and I worked together many years ago. It was in the mid 80s with mid 2000s, not that long ago. On the South Park Music Tour. And, it's a little bit of a deja vu on the technology end of what I'm still mentioning to certain artists. We were having these conversations 15 years ago. This was when Facebook was, MySpace was going out and Facebook was coming in, all of those things were happening back then. And I remember having kind of the same kind of conversations that we're having now and telling artists really the benefits of online and the opportunities that are available to them. And we really hope through Dulcetterra we can get that message across. So, Jilly, tell me about if our audience today that are listening in, they want to support what you're doing with Songsalive. How can they do that?
Oh, it's so easy. Just go to www.songsalive.org, SONGSALIVE.org, and join as a member. If you're a songwriter or a composer and you're looking for a community, you're looking for feedback, you're looking for connection, you're looking for learning, you're looking to collaborate, just join. You can get a free trial for a week and check us out. Also, if you're a music industry representative or you're in the media or you're a philanthropist and you want to support music, come and sponsor us and be a partner with us and help us help songwriters, because that's what we do. And we protect songwriter rights. We like to lobby. We like to go, we stand up for songwriters' rights in the digital age. As much as it's fun to be online, the revenue streams are slim pickings, and so we like to think about how we can expand songwriters' revenue streams as well. So come along and check it out.
All right, that's wonderful. Yeah, so we will have your website link right here on the screen that our audience can see. Jilly, is there anything else that you would like to share with us today before we part?
Look, I mean, I think it's just amazing to be reconnected with you, Sam. I was that young artist that was lugging my gear with my band from LA all the way up to Alma to do the festival in Colorado every year after year, and hoping for that showcase stage and being part of the activities, and now just to see it with Dulcetterra online for anybody in the world to witness. The amazing logistics that you're able to pull off. It's a great spirit. So just, I always want to be part of that. And I think in general, it's really nice during this time. I'm at home. This is my home studio, and my kids are at home learning from home at school, and we're working from home. It's just nice to be part of the day and perform. You're going to hear my songs, and I'm coming out with a new album soon, and just be creative online. So thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. And Jilly, I don't care what anybody says about us. We're still young. If we weren't, we wouldn't be doing this, right here. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I do want to let our audience know that you do have a performance coming up as part of the showcases right after this interview here shortly. So people get to see your beautiful performance coming up here soon. Well, thank you again for your time, Jilly. I really appreciate it, and really looking forward to all the stuff that you're doing with the songwriting camp, and always appreciate your support with anything that I do in music. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me, Sam.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sam Golgoon. I'm the founder of World Music Development. I'm here today with my good friends, Brian and Katie Ernst, and the organization Journey for Youth. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey, Sam. How's it going?
Good. It's wonderful to see you guys. It's been a long time since I've seen you guys. It's so great to at least see you here online. It's so great to finally meet your family, your new little one that's with you.
Rhea, yeah.
Can you say hi, Rhea? Say hi.
Hi, Rhea. All right. So,
Getting close
Brian,
to
I wanted you and Katie to tell me a little bit about yourselves, and tell me a little bit about the story, history, vision and mission of Journey for Youth?
Wow, good question. Okay, well, Katie and I, where do we start?
About a decade ago,
Yeah.
we were in our younger 20s and we just had this strong desire to travel the world. But we didn't want to like be on vacation. We wanted to really intermingle with different cultures and stay with local families and volunteer along the way. So we did various things throughout our trip to kind of really experience the culture and the people of the world.
Yeah, and then that was in 2010. We did this trip overseas where we pretty much backpacked through the South Pacific, Southeast Asia, and then to Africa. And I was a full-time touring musician at that time. It just started. Katie was traveling around the country, working on farms and going to school. And then we came together, did this trip. And during our time in Africa, in Kenya, we just did some work on a farm, really met an amazing community of people. And a couple months into the trip, our time there, they asked us if we would like to help them do some projects. And so we obliged, and we kind of started telling our stories at our shows around the country and around the world. And
I think one moment that really like woke us up to say yes, like we can help, we can do something, even though we're just two people without a lot of money, really young, going back to the States to travel and tour out of a van. There was a little girl that we were volunteering feeding a lunch to kids, and one day she was sitting outside crying, and we sat next to her and said, "What's going on?" And she said, "I'm going to die. I have malaria, and my family can't afford the medicine to help me get better." And we were at the end of this like year-long trip, backpacking, sleeping in our tent most nights. And we were like, we don't have any money, but I bet we could do a fundraiser for her. And this was like just when Facebook and all that was kind of starting. I don't even know if we had Facebook, but
maybe, yeah, social media was...
We were like, we'll find a way to fundraise. So let's go find out how much this medicine is. So we're like, walking to the hospital and brainstorming fundraising ideas. And we get to the hospital and talk with the doctor, and the medicine was 30 cents.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, we realized that 30 cents for malaria medication was something we were like, we thought it was going to be some big expensive bill. And we realized that, wow, you actually don't even have to have a lot of money
to help.
And and then, we've had malaria like 5 times between the two of us. And when you get something like malaria and you realize that how fortunate you are just to even have something like 35 cents in your pocket to be able to pay for this, it kind of is prudent about the future and what can we do to try to make change so that other people don't have to experience something like this.
Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. A lot of people believe to help out around the world, it's going to take a lot of money and everything. Sometimes it's that effort that we put into it, that work. And sometimes once you find out, like you said, you find out the cost of that medicine, it's a lot less than what we may think, but that's a lot of money for somebody else around the world, for somebody perhaps in impoverished areas in the world. That 30 cents is a lot of money, which may not be to us. So I hope our audience hears that and understand that just every little bit can go a very long way to helping out people around the world. So Brian, I know you and Katie travel the world a lot, and right now I believe you guys are based in South Africa. Because of the pandemic situation, you're a musician too, that you perform all around the world. And I have to say, first of all, thank you so much for that beautiful performance that you just did, that we just watched. That was fantastic. And I wanted to ask you, with the whole pandemic situation, you guys are experiencing it as far as the effects of travel and effects on your organization firsthand. tell me how the pandemic has affected you guys, and what are you guys doing to deal with it with your organization and your performances and everything?
Yeah, well, we usually do a big tour every summer around the United States, and obviously we weren't able to do our tour this year. So that's when we raise a lot of awareness and funds to mostly do education sponsorships. We've been committed for about 10 years now to over 100 kids in this village that we first lived in. We've gone back several times and revisited with the families, and the moms and the grandmas and the fathers were the ones that told us education is like the number one thing you can do to help us. So that's kind of been our main focus. We've done different garden and rainwater projects as well as taking care of some of the elders in the village with food. But we're working closely with a few of our teenagers now, the kids that have been in our program that have now graduated high school and one who's graduated college. And they're running things. They're starting to take more initiative and leadership within the organization. So we're brainstorming some ideas now. It's going to be more online to try to make sure every single child in our program can continue to be sponsored for 2021. So the school year starts in January in Kenya. So we have a few more months, and yeah, we just have to have faith and hope that we'll be able to continue our sponsorships this year. So we also do have some monthly donors who have really been able to help our programs run throughout the pandemic. So we're super grateful for them.
And we operate on a really low overhead. We don't have an office. We don't take salaries. So even though the pandemic did, pretty much zap a lot of the income that we're able to raise throughout our tours, we are still able to keep some of the programs going, and the leadership on the ground right now, especially with the youth that Katie was talking about, really exciting and really encouraging. So yeah.
Well, thank you guys for continuing the awesome work that you guys are doing. And speaking of donations and how people can support you guys so you guys can continue this outstanding work that you're doing, how can people donate to Journey for Youth?
People can visit our website. It's journey with the number 4 youth.org. And they can make a one-time donation, or even as small as a $10 monthly donation really adds up throughout the years and brings consistency to our programs. And also it'd be great to follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, also Journey with the number 4 Youth. And we're going to be launching a sponsorship fundraising drive in the next few weeks where people can sponsor one child. So we'll match each person with a child. For the younger kids, it's only $35 a year, which gets them a new pair of shoes, a school uniform, and their school fees for the whole year.
Yes, and if they follow us on social media, Journey for Youth, and then also if they would look up my, people could look up my music page, Brian Ernst Music, and on social media as well. I do a lot of posts, kind of updating different fundraising things that we're doing, and different initiatives we're part of. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, we have the website posted right here on the screen, so our audience can see that as well. So I ask our audience, please support the wonderful effort of Brian and Katie Ernst with Journey for Youth, and go to their website and make a donation today. You guys also have a profile on the Dulcetterra website as well too, that we've created a donate button on that directly goes to your donation page. So hopefully people should be able to find that easily and not have any issues or excuses of how to give to you guys, so you guys can continue on this journey for youth. All right.
Yeah.
Let me, I can sit here, guys, and talk to you guys for hours since it's been so long since I've seen you guys. But to just wrap our conversation up for this interview today, is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience today? before we leave?
Just to kind of tie in what we were saying, like, to me, I'm just so encouraged by the little efforts of many people. Everything we've been able to do, like through Brian's music tours and with our nonprofit, and also volunteering at different projects along the way too, is because like of individual people that just give a little bit, you know, and give us encouragement, give us donations, and even in this pandemic to see just the network of people we have kind of come around us and support us and encourage us. Yeah, I'm just grateful for the individuals, and together I think we have so much power to create a better world for all, and a more peaceful world, and a world where everyone has access to education and different opportunities to enrich their lives. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight what you were saying about, you know, we can never be like, our efforts are never too small. So when we're connecting our heart and mind to something positive for somebody else. So.
And I think the thing I like to say is that if you know, some people have money to give, and people can give money. Some people have time, and you know, give time. Find out what it is that we are passionate about. Each one of us are passionate about how we can get involved on a local or local level or larger scale, and yeah, get involved. Register to vote. Care about people. Have more conversations. Let's try to find some more tolerance for people, and some more love and some more compassion. That's what I'm trying to do. Find more compassion, more tolerance in that in my own self, and hopefully that can transpire into, you know, something positive, whether it's financial or not. You know, we just got to keep on having faith. Got to keep having hope. Keep caring about each other, and yeah, keep on keeping on.
Brian, thank you. You said that so well right there. And yeah, thank you, Katie, for what you mentioned. Gosh, you guys are some of the most humble people that I know. And thank you again for the work that you guys continue to do. And what you said, Brian, is very true. You can start helping locally. If you want to make a change, make a difference. Some people think they don't have any power or anything that they can do. The power starts within making a difference within your own community. That's where it starts. And then hopefully it can be that ripple effect that it can expand out right there. I talk to so many people that they're like, it's just me. Where do I start? What do I do? And they make it a lot more complicated than it is. I have to say, I myself, I was one of those people. When I was thinking about starting world music development, it was the same thing. You know, what am I going to do? Where am I going to start? Yeah, and it's like, well, and then I was crazy enough to get involved with local politics too,
right?
Because I said, hey, if you want to make a difference, and actually, I got my American citizenship specifically that I could run for town council in my own community to get involved in politics in my own community. Yeah, so.
Dude. I'm so proud of you, man.
Never thought I'd be a politician. I still don't consider myself a politician, but it's not how I think. It's how everybody else thinks.
You know, man, I think politics gets a bad rap, man. I think politics is patriotic. I think partisanship is toxic, man.
Yeah, it is. That is very true. And, you know, I'm going to take the advantage right now and mention to our audience in United States that one of the privileges that we have in our country is voting. So please, 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 if you're not registered to vote, go register and vote.
We're voting from South Africa. Everybody votes. Everyone. Whoever you're voting for, vote.
Thank you. So see, even you guys being able to vote and being in South Africa and doing your absentee ballot, I can't see anybody who's here in the United States to have an excuse of not being able to vote. So I wanted to get that out there today too. But again, thank you so much for your time today, guys. Brian, thank you so much for that awesome performance. It is so fantastic to meet your little one finally. And I hope for the day that we get to have you guys come back home and we get to see you guys in person. And I hope that we can do this event in person next year. Our goal is to do Dulcetterra each year. So I hope to see you guys in person in 2021, hopefully. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Tell
everything
your
you're
family
doing.
hi.
Thank you for everything you're doing for
We
your
will.
community
Takes a village.
and for music.
It does. It sure does take a village. All right. You guys take care and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye.